What's up, people? In this video, we are going to talk about 5 things that you definitely should not do during quarantine. Do not do these things. If you do these things, you're a bad person and you're going to the opposite of heaven. I'm trying not to swear in my videos unsuccessfully. You are going to be very sad and regret it, and you're just not going to be a happy person. Okay, so here are 5 things you should not do during quarantine. Thing number 1 is binge eating on unhealthy food. Do not do it. Look, I know you're bored. I was tempted. Believe me, I was also tempted. I have a Dunkin' Donuts across the street, right? You don't know how many times, every time I leave my apartment complex currently, I got to drive by that Dunkin' Donuts, and I look at that Dunkin' Donuts and I'm like, should I just go get a dozen donuts and just eat them and do like a donut mukbang or something? And then I think to myself, my next thought after like, ooh, that'd be pretty good. My next thought is that like, okay, like I might enjoy that for the 30 minutes that I'm doing it, but then I'm gonna feel really bad about myself for the next 12 hours, let's say. So like 30 minutes of feeling good versus 12 hours of feeling bad, it's not an investment that I would wanna make, you know what I mean? Now, for you, in your situation, you probably don't eat as strictly as I do. You know, not to say like I'm better than you or anything. I mean, you know, I am, obviously, but like, anyway, the point is this, is that like wherever you are in your nutritional strictness, don't drop down a level by like saying, fuck it, I'm gonna eat, you know, whatever it is that you consider to be completely abandoning your diet and eating. I know it's tempting, you know, if you don't have anybody to show off to, like, what's the point in being healthy, really? I kind of say that tongue in cheek, but actually it's kind of true. It's like if a tree falls in the forest and nobody hears it, doesn't make a sound. If somebody's like in really good shape and there's nobody like, you know, to walk next to and get, you know, an admiration from, are you really in good shape? Maybe not. But anyway, don't do it because, like I've said many times before, this will end. It will probably end sooner than you think, and it's not going to be worth it. You know, like you're gonna regret it. And for what? What are you gonna have to show for like eating your crappy, unhealthy food? Nothing. Okay, so that's thing number 1. Thing number 2 that you should not do during quarantine, do not do this, is to skip workouts. Okay, do not skip them. Keep working out. If you're a fit person, continue to work out. Okay, maybe you don't have a home gym. Maybe your gym is closed. Your gym is probably closed. Maybe you've never done a calisthenics workout in your life. Maybe you can't even go outside. But as long as you have like 3 square meters of space in wherever you live right now, you can do workouts, okay? You could do burpees, you can do push-ups, you could do sit-ups, you could do squats. If you have something that you can like hang on anywhere, you can do pull-ups, right? You could do rows. You can fill up a gallon jug of water. You could do curls, you could do all kinds of stuff, right? Think a little bit outside the box, be a little bit more creative and start doing something. Will it be the exact same as you know, working out in the gym or going to your yoga class or like whatever it is that you're doing? No, probably not. You probably won't get as fast a results as if you were to do something like that, but you will at least get something, right? You will at least make some progress, or at least not lose any progress, right? And in times like this, like you got to work with what you've got. And I don't know, I think it would be a shame for you to work out so hard for so long and then completely stop working out because you know, are sick of, like, you don't like doing push-ups, whatever it is, right? Suck it up, do it anyway, and, you know, why let the time go to waste? Thing number 3 that you should not do during quarantine, in my opinion, you should not obsessively consume social media about the coronavirus epidemic, pandemic, whatever. Do not do it. I fell into this trap in the beginning. I did. Everybody, I'm sure, did, right? You go online, you're like, oh my God, what's happening with it now? I honestly like don't care about the health aspect of it. I've said this many times before. I pretty much take every opportunity to repeat it because maybe if I repeat it enough times, it'll sink into people's heads. I think it's blown way out of proportion. I think the media is preying on stupid people to like scare them. If it's not about the deaths, it's about the job loss, it's about the economy. It's like, it's about something. Like they want to scare you about something, you know? So I just don't do it anymore. I take the same approach to the coronavirus pandemic as I do to watching the news the rest of the year, which is that like, I don't need to do it. I'm going to worry about what I have to worry about because there's probably nothing that I can do about this entire thing anyway, right? Like making a couple of videos online saying that's all bullshit. Like who's going to believe me anyway? Nobody. So like, what's the point? Different than what I thought in the beginning. And honestly, I've noticed the past couple of days since I haven't been doing this, I feel much better. I just feel like happier overall. I'm kind of at the point right now, and this is just my personal experience. Your mileage may vary, of course, but I kind of don't care when the quarantine stops, right? It's like, okay, I'm in quarantine right now. I've kind of accepted it, and I'm doing my workouts. I'm like working on my other stuff. I'm trying to stay as busy as possible. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of enjoying all this free time that I have to work on things that I've been meaning to work on for a very long time, but have not gotten around to it because of making various excuses. I don't have time, I'm too tired, I don't have enough money, like whatever it is, okay? So thing number 3, stop consuming don't obsessively consume social media. Okay, thing number 4 that you should not do during this coronavirus epidemic, pandemic, quarantine, thingamajig, whatever, is you should not spend all of your money, okay? I don't know about you. I'm assuming that most people are probably better with their money than I am. Like, I make it and I spend it, you know what I mean? My situation is a little different. I make it and I'll save it for like 3 months and then I'll blow it in a month, you know what I mean? Probably not your situation, I'm assuming, because, I don't know, when you work a sales job, you just feel like you can make money. You know, you run out of money. You're like, all right, I'll just go back to work and make more sales, and then I'll make more money, right? It's kind of that's kind of the idea that you have. So like maybe this isn't so applicable to you, but times being what they are right now, you're never really sure, or nobody really knows. This is kind of unprecedented, right? Nobody really knows when everyone will go back to work, and nobody really knows either if things will kind of click back into where they were immediately, or if there'll be like long-lasting effects of this and how bad the long-lasting effects will be. A lot of people will say, oh my God, it's going to be so bad. The world's going to be so different, economic collapse, blah, blah, blah. Keep in mind, those people have no fucking idea either. So like, you know, no offense to anybody in particular, but you don't know. So like, don't add to the fear and panic of normal, stupid people who are like scared they're going to die of like, you know, pneumonia, by telling them that even if they survive, like the world economy is going to be ruined and we're all going to like, you know, form a line down the block for government cheese. It's probably not going to, I mean, nobody knows, but it's probably not going to happen. I'm going on record as saying it. Number 5, thing that you should not do during quarantine is, I had another one. What was my other one? I guess we'll just say don't, or are we on 6? I don't know. Number 5, 6, whatever. Don't watch the news. I know I said this before but before I meant like social media. Like don't go on Facebook. I don't know, whichever one I said before, the news or Facebook. This is the other one, right? Okay, I think I said the news before. Anyway, whatever. Don't go on Facebook. Don't go on Facebook. Don't go on Reddit. Like it's filled with dumb people in guerrilla marketing who are like trying to scare you, trying to make you feel really bad about everything. I'm not saying it's not a threat. I'm not saying people aren't actually dying. I'm not saying you are not at risk if you are in poor health. Like, you know, that's something that you should be working on anyway, all year round, not just when like 100-year like virus comes around and starts killing people. But if you are not at risk, right, and if you like, even if you are at risk, like, don't obsessively consume the news or social media. It's just not good. You know what I mean? Don't be a social media consumer. Be a social media producer, right? I try, and I've been doing this for the past few days. Ever since I started doing it, I feel much better. I'm way more productive, and I just feel better overall. Number 6, I had another one. What was it? I really should have written this down. Things you should not do. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, those are my 5 or 6 things that you should definitely not do during quarantine. Do you have any other recommendations for things that you should not do during quarantine? What are they? I want to know. Let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.